Hi, Ryan Michael Galloway here. We don't need no stinking record company.com. I'm here with Ked of kedrecords.com. And Ked, I got to first of all tell you, I've really appreciated the conversation that we've had so far. This is really good stuff. And it's exciting to get you on here and talk about it. I've heard this rumor. And the rumor is that the CD is dead. And you know, the funny thing is, when I personally go out and play, if I have CDs to sell, I sell them like hotcakes, and I can't get people to go get my downloads to save my life. So what's up with that? Do you
It's a physical, it's still something physical. We have not yet translated ourselves over to the jump drive generation, okay? The record buying public is people in our age group, Ryan, and I say that, say the late 30s, you know, upwards of 65. That's the people that are still going to buy CDs. Okay, why do they sell like hotcakes? Because we have a physical attachment to that.
I got another thing is I think the same reason that you're able to sell yours is the same reason I can sell mine when I'm out at an event, and that is people love to have a souvenir of the experience that they just went through. And for me, it's my performance and my connection with them, and the fact that I was willing to come out and talk with them and shake their hand and see how they were doing and see where they were from, and you know, get a picture with their kid or sign an autograph or whatever. And with you, it's much of all those things, plus you're associated with this huge event that's bigger than any one of them, that they say, man, what are some things that I can buy? And the music is perfect because it was already the soundtrack of the event, right? And man, they get to put it in their truck and drive home, and for the next, you know, 12 to 24 months.
Yeah, but they get, in my case, they got 10 extra songs though, instead of just the one song. They got the whole, you know what I mean? They got the whole package. So,
yeah. And I love it, the fact that those physical CDs a lot of times become your emissary out in the world in a much more kinetic way sometimes.
What happens to the CD when you get it home? You load it into your computer so you can listen on your computer. You know? I mean, it's still a physical thing, and you can't sell a download at a, you know, you try and sell to someone for 99 cents one of those jump drives. What am I going to do with this? Yeah. You know, I can't listen to it on the way home, like you said. So it's a physical proponent, and until we, you know, I mean, I was going to try this audacious idea. I was going to show up with my computer and give people downloads onto these zip drives. I wasn't going to preload them. I was going to say, here's what you're getting, you know. And I priced it all out, and I went, oh, it's still cheaper for me to go and get CDs.
That's funny.
You know? Wow. So I kind of backed off.
Yeah, I actually had the same exact thought, but I hadn't gotten to the point of pricing it yet. That's funny. Well, even the price of those will continue to come down.
Well, look at it this way. For 100 CDs, okay, as long as you get your printing done, you can get the first 100 done up here for $250.
Yeah.
And decent CDs, decent jewel case, all your artwork done, replicated, packaged, delivered to you, blah, blah, blah. And when I did my Big Blue Hammer record, that packaging cost me, I was doing them in runs of 1,000.
Yeah.
And the first one, I remember, it was just expletive deletive expensive.
Yeah, because of the setup fees. But after that...
yeah, after that it got better. And what I did the first run is I printed 5,000.
Wow.
So, yeah, that worked out really in my favor because I would print 1,000, you know, and then I'd print another 1,000, and I would just ship off the artwork already ready, bound, folded, done, ready to be slipped into the disc, and away it goes.
Cool.
So, yeah, there's so many ways of doing this, and you don't have to rely on no stinking record company to let you achieve the success that you work so hard at.
Yep.
And you know, everybody from the guy sitting there doing beats and whatnot on his computer and really enjoying himself and going, you know, this sounds good to me. If you've got that feeling behind you, if you've got that sort of preparation within you, you can sell your stuff. You have to believe in your music. You know, it can't be just a flirtatious sort of affair with something that you enjoy.
I'm trying to tell everybody this is not done casually.
No,
you know,
no, this is an investment of the self into what you do. I mean, I invest myself 12 hours a day into music. Either I'm writing, I'm producing, or I'm recording, or I'm selling myself as whatever I'm doing, and I have a lot of hats that I wear, so I can afford to sell myself with many different, ideas. And I work 12 hours a day at it. I do not stop. There's sometimes where I'm 16 hours a day at it.
And I bet you that doesn't bother you very much.
Well,
Most
I'm
of
getting older and I'm starting to feel, I do have to take breaks, and I do have to, I've even had to go and nap lately.
Yeah, well, there's the nap. But then it's the really cool thing is if you're running a show at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, you can take a nap, and then you can go till midnight or
well,
whatever.
Being self-employed is a beautiful thing. I decided that I couldn't work for anybody, because some people don't know me, obviously. I stand about 6'5". I'm close to 300 pounds. I'm shaved head with a goatee and what I've been told is a piercing look in my face.
Well, see, that might be part of your success. Your success has been sheer intimidation.
Well, I don't like to think of it that way, but I guess it has had some advantages. But I decided to find out what my spirit guide was, Ryan. And as you know, the people who know me around exposure know me as the polar bear.
Yeah.
And there's a very deep-seated reason for that, as I've identified through what they call a sweat lodge. I went through it and I met my spirit guide. And it has, in fact, been with me for a long time. So when I'm in action and I'm trying to sell myself, I have a 5,000-pound, 13-foot-tall polar bear standing behind me, helping me out.
It's hard to back down when you know you got that behind you. I mean, people might turn to other forms of religion and that kind of thing to do the same thing, but I think your spiritual connection is really helpful.
Well, you've got to find your place on the earth, you know what I mean? And I know this is getting a little bit tangent, but it all comes back to the willingness to sell yourself and what you believe in. If you are good at what you do, the cream does rise to the top, but the milk does get drank. So, everybody has an opportunity.
Yeah.
Regardless of talent, and I do mean that. Look at the crap that's on the air now.
Yeah, well, look at when everybody says, well, you got to have a lot of talent. Well, I'm not sure it's in music, because who was it? Simon Cowell at one point said, "I believe you're the worst singer in America," when he was reviewing somebody at one point, and I said, "No, the worst singer in America has already happened. It was Tiny Tim." And he did just fine, thank you very much.
He did really well.
He did great.
Oh, so. Bob Dylan. I don't mean to pick on Bob Dylan because I love him. He's a unique artist.
Oh yeah.
But
and as bad as he sings, I've loved to listen to all the stuff he put out over the years.
You can develop a character that you can sell.
Yeah.
You can do things. You just have to appeal, and that's another portion of what I wanted to discuss about niche marketing is appeal.
Let's move on. Let's do that in a separate segment here real quick.
All right, sure.
All right, Ryan Michael Galloway here with CAD of CAD Records. Of course, I'm with We Don't Need No Stinking Recordcompany.com, and we'll be back tomorrow night.
So if that film comes out eventually, and it goes out to, say, 5,000 movie theaters, and it gets played, you also receive royalties off of that. So there's getting paid for what you do, and then there's getting paid because what you do keeps repeating itself. So it becomes this wonderful circle that starts to make you money. Publishing, you know all about publishing, sir.
Yeah.
And that's the stroke of genius, is publishing, learning how to publish so that you can get distribution. Once you can tie those two together, you have got your own way to market exactly what you need for yourself. And in this day and age, that is a simple task. It just takes a little bit of thought and planning to organize what you want to do, and getting some questions answered and talking to people like you, Ryan, who have those answers for these people who are looking for them. Mm-hmm. That's the deal, man. You don't need no stinking record company. They're about to fall like dinosaurs. Bye-bye.
I want to come back to you in another post here, because I got something else I would like to talk to you about. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm with CAD of CAD Records. You can find them at cadrecords.com. And of course, I'm Ryan Michael Galloway. We Don't Need No Stinking Recordcompany.com, and we'll be back.